Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I am president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. How are you today? Lovely day in August, and we are working like crazy to vet our new inventors coming into the process for Archimedes Offspring. This is part of that mentoring funding mechanism that we're going to talk a little bit about today. And the title is Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. I get so many inventors, you have no idea. Say, there's nothing like this in the marketplace. I've never seen anything like it. And then I have the one guy said, I'm the smartest guy I know. And it's like, that might be your first problem. So when we talk about, facetiously, don't drink the Kool-Aid, it's about keeping the reality check. All right. When I, first am visiting with an inventor and say, okay, here's the first steps. And if they've, sometimes they've already started down, it's like, let's back up a little bit and make sure that we're doing this in the right order. There is nothing worse than an inventor who calls me up and says, I've spent all this money and I've got product coming. And it's like, we might need to back up a little bit on that. Did you double check your barriers to entry? Did you understand these things? So we talk about not drinking the Kool-Aid. We are talking about don't jump the gun. Don't fantasize. We joke about the inventor's old business plan is have idea, get patent to make money. It does not happen that way. All right. When we're talking about Archimedes Offspring and we start walking you through the steps, the sooner you contact us and say, I have an idea, what do I do? And we say, all right, here's your first steps. This is what you do. These are the first things that you pay for. And then if you go through the vetting process and you've done the steps in the right order, Archimedes Offspring, once you're chosen, will actually back up and reimburse you for some of those expenses or then take over on the next steps. If you're not chosen for the vetting process, there could be a variety of reasons why you don't fit in right now. It doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't go forward. And sometimes that's exactly what it does mean. And we're going to tell you. It's like, you know what? Keep your day job because this isn't going to happen according to your fantasies. So be really wary of some of those books you read that say, patent it yourself. No, and no. That's a different flavor of Kool-Aid. You cannot patent it yourself. Legally, yes, you can write the document and send it in. Legally, you could send it in on toilet paper. And if all the parts are there, they've got to accept it on the provisional patent application. On the utility, there are specific criteria on a non-provisional or a utility patent. We want to make sure that those are followed. And that means you're going to use a registered patent attorney if you want to go through the vetting process. You want to use a registered patent attorney even if you're not picked for the vetting process. All right? They are your best chance at getting a good patent issued. Everybody can get a piece of junk issued. All right? It is not the examiner's job to tell you, this is a really bad idea. I had a gentleman that wanted us to file a patent on this thing that was going to land in the forest and you were going to have a one-on-one meeting with God. It's like, you might want to get a functioning prototype before you actually try to patent that. And he found a patent attorney who would write the patent. Come on. All right. But again, it is not their job to tell you this is a bad idea. It is just their job to tell you it's new and novel. Well, it was. Although I think it's called a church and there was one on the corner, a little bit different technology involved. So pay attention. Don't drink the darn Kool-Aid. When you read a book, there's another book out there that is, you don't even need to file a patent. No, good, reasonable licensees, legitimate licensees. First thing the question they ask me is, did the inventor file good intellectual property? Hello. All right. It's not rocket science. Companies license the intellectual property because somebody told you had a right to license it. No patent, no rights. It is that simple. When somebody tells you something and it doesn't really sound right in your gut, there's probably a reason why. It's probably not right. You license your intellectual property, not your ideas. Ideas are like belly buttons. Everybody's got one, and I can't sell yours no matter how cute it is. All right? And neither can anybody else. Ideas are just ideas. All right, so that book, throw into the fireplace. It's a good fire starter. All right, you need to be patent pending to go after a legitimate licensing deal. All right, next one we see frequently, those advertisements on TV. about getting your product to market. No, no, and big exclamation points. No, no, no. Their collective success rate is less than 1%. Why would you want to use them? Their business model is to make money on you, not on the product. Be careful. There are a lot of sharks out there. No pun or connection to Shark Tank intended, but you know what? It doesn't matter what kind of suit or lipstick you put on a shark, it will still eat you. Right? Again, that is all about TV entertainment. If you can cry on demand, they're going to put you on the show. It's not quite that simple, but you get the whole idea. We had a teenager here, got on the show because he could cry. Not a good idea. All right. He didn't have a good idea. He didn't have anything. You have to have a patent filed, which he did, but you have to have a functioning prototype. His prototype was still duct tape and cardboard. He couldn't sell anything. Well, if you actually listen to the show, one of the things they ask you is how many sales have you had? He had none. That should have been his first red flag. Another gentleman from the Colorado area was on, and I had met with him and had coffee. And it's like, this is not a real good idea. But he went on. He was picked. He went on. And they made a national mockery of what he had. So not to say that they couldn't have gone on and made some and sold some, but once the whole entire country has been told it's a stupid idea, real hard to crawl out of that hole. Be careful. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. One step at a time. Call me, for goodness sakes. All right? We are here to mentor you and to help you and to guide you. All right? We are here to help you stay out of the Kool-Aid, basically. All right? So pay attention. Do what's right. If you need kind of a checklist or a workbook, go to my website, inventorlady.com, download the Inventor's Galaxy Guide. It'll walk you through the phases. It'll help you to determine real quickly whether or not you should be licensing or looking at a startup. And learn some of those things first before you go out the door. Email me. Sometimes you ask a really good question, I can make a whole video out of it. So we will be talking more about the vetting process next week. All right, tune in. We will get things posted so you'll know what time. And again, my name is Rita Crompton. I am the president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and I'm here to help you get to market. Thank you.